30 minutes in. Okay then. Flip! Okay. So one thing I will be showing is I will not be collecting every single animal. Well, everything that's edible. Well, it's kind of hard. Everything that's consumable in the game. Like all this stuff right here. Let me see. All this stuff is what I mean by consumable. Not all of it's very good. In fact, I think that those mushrooms were terrible, in fact. Yeah, I know they're terrible, in fact, because I don't think any of the mushrooms in this game taste good. So if you need food, it's best to stay away from the mushrooms. But like I was saying before I went off on that tangent, one thing I missed that in Metal Gear Solid 4, by the way. One thing I'm going to be showing you is every single Korotin. I will not be showing all the consumables like I said, but I will put a link in the description of every single video to a site that actually will help you more than I can. Because I'm only willing to do one walkthrough of this game, and some of the animals or plants of this, well, not the plants, but some animals will actually be in different places depending on the difficulty you're on, and I'll get to that later in the game. So yeah, pretty different environment from where we usually are in Metal Gear. Oh. Suck it. Okay. There's some stuff over here. It can be kind of hard to see in the grass. There's another, they're not crocodiles or alligators, they're Indian gavial. But I think it's just related to it. Whoop! Roll over that one. There's bullets right here. Just keep moving, they shouldn't hit you. As long as you don't walk directly over their tails or their heads. See, like that. I'm just having fun with them now. Oh, watch me get hit at one point. Like that. I think subconsciously I was trying to get hit. Oh yeah, before I move on, do I have it? Smoking a cigar. That's what's up. You know, let's call the boss and see what she has to say about this.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle. To use camouflage, first press the start button to go to the survival viewer. Then select camouflage and press the enter button. Select uniform to select battle fatigues, and face to select face paint.
Well, thank you
Choose
for
battle
telling me
fatigues
that.
that match the surrounding environment. The most effective camouflage is attained by selecting fatigues that blend in with the environment. Camouflage patterns that
You have a
stand out in your
cutscene about this
surroundings will
later,
attract
can't you?
attention.
Just you couldn't have summed that up in like a
Visibility
less boring
is
way.
poor in the jungle, so you'll be finding yourself in a...
Yeah, this is basically what she just said.
You can only use CQ.
Oh my god, we'll get to that later.
I see you wearing the olive drab uniform.
I'll leave this
Olive
in.
drab, or OD for short, is what you might call the
OD,
pre-camouflage
overdose.
uniform. Plain-colored OD fatigues are still worn by infantry today, but they'll be replaced sooner or later by patterned camouflage. As you can see, it's got no colors or markings on it, so of course it won't make a very effective disguise. You should change into some other type of camouflage as soon as you can.
I will, but I'll get to that later.
The gun you're using is a test model of a suppressor-equipped pistol currently in development by the Navy that's been modified by the CIA.
I may actually
into a
try and leave all
tranquilizer
these
gun.
in, too.
The suppressor-equipped pistol it's derived from is itself being developed for use by special forces based on the M39.
The Mark 22.
That's what they're going to call it if they decide to adopt it for official use. It uses a slide lock mechanism that will keep the firing sound down to a minimum.
But I'll have to reload it by hand every time I fire, right?
Right. You won't be able to fire multiple shots at once, so make every shot count. Aim for the enemy's vital spots. There's talk of designing the Mark 22 to accommodate special subsonic rounds, but for this mission, you'll be using specifically designed tranquilizer rounds. In a way, these tranquilizer rounds are like miniature syringes. When one of them strikes a target, the impact causes a needle contained within to shoot out. At the same time, chemicals inside the round are mixed to create a gas, which pushes the plunger and injects the tranquilizer into the target. You can knock out an enemy immediately by shooting them in the head, but if you shoot them in the arm or leg, the tranquilizing agent will take some time to set in.
Which varies depending on the difficulty. Headshots will always be instant kills or instant knockouts, depending on what you're using.
Are you smoking a cigar?
Yes!
I don't approve of you smoking during a mission.
Hey, you used to smoke them.
Never mind what I did. But that being said, cigars can be useful in a number of different ways, like getting rid of leeches.
Did you say leeches?
Yes. If a leech clamps onto you, try pressing the
That's
lit end of a
for
cigar
later.
into it. The leech should cringe and detach itself from you. If you try to yank it off by yourself, you run the risk of it leaving its teeth inside you. With the cigar method,
Well,
you
can't
won't
you
have that problem.
just pick out the teeth?
Fascinating.
And unlike a cigarette, a cigar burns slowly, so you can use it in place of a torch in dark places.
I never
Oh,
knew
you
a
can?
cigar had so many different uses.
Now you know, but
I
quit
actually never
smoking
thought
them
of
during
that.
the mission. Hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't screw what she says. I'm gonna smoke if I want to. And I don't want to. Oh, another corruption right here. I believe there's 5 during the virtuous mission. Smoking that cigar. Screw what the boss says. She used to smoke if she can't judge me. Oh yeah, by the way, while you're smoking a cigar, you will be losing health. So keep aware of that if you're doing what I'm doing and smoking. And try to avoid combat because you're going to have a lot less health going into it. Which kind of sucks. But whatever.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
We
Kremlin
know!
find out that the CIA and the
I
American
say we.
government
I
are
know.
Contact with the enemy
We's
is
and me and
strictly
Snake.
prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The
I don't know, I'm
Major is
confusing
right.
myself right now.
The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively.
Indeed.
Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
That's such bull. He would have seen him.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay then. Now let's move on. Oh yeah, another downside to smoking a cigar. or cigarette in the other Metal Gear games, is not only do you lose health, but sometimes it can actually get you caught because they'll smell the tobacco burning. G-Bark. I'm invisible as far as you can tell. Okay. My back is itching. Scratching the back. Okay, enough of that. Yep, I knocked him out. In order to walk slowly like I was doing, in case you don't know, you use the directional buttons instead of the analog stick. Snake will walk so slowly. And you can do that while crawling too. Watch. As soon as I get my camouflage. That's it, that's the best I got. See, like that, you lose 5%. Crawling like this, don't lose any. It's a good way to keep on the move and not have to risk getting caught. Dude is sleeping. And I'm sneaking. I'm a sneaky lie, I'm not. So my camo index just dropped to 15. God. They don't play. I really gotta take that guy out really quickly. Okay. Leaf camouflage. Tiger stripe. There's another guy coming up right here. And I know this because I played this game way too much. Okay. Patience is key. I think there's another guy on the other side of that big rock. Oh yeah, and think about that, getting all the consumables, and I'll get to that later. The thing about doing that one is the birds count, which first time I tried it, I didn't know. Until I was almost done with the places, so I had to do it again, which sucked. Okay. We are done. Move on to the next area. And get another cutscene. Oh yeah, isn't that cool too? The camouflage actually shows in the cutscenes. Which is impressive for a PS2 game. Because I remember Resident Evil 4, I think, came out around, like, oh yeah, one thing, watch that guy, right there, when I shoot this scrotum. Isn't that cool they actually react to it? I'm going to my backpack and equip the bug juice and thermal goggles. Just 'cause I can. And because it'll help me see this beehive. I'm sorry, it's a hornet's nest. Yeah, wait a little while before running after that guy too. You see those dudes on the bridge? One time I got really eager and got caught by them. Because I was like seriously running right on his heels. And there's some stuff right here, I'm gonna grab it. Just doing this. Make sure you're as far to the right as you can. And mash that triangle button when you fall. Otherwise, you will fall to your death and have to start this area all over again. And you'll have a continue on your record. Which nobody wants that. They will come back eventually, so don't waste any time. Just go.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Isn't it though?
I can't see Sokolov from here. Security is pretty tight.
Isn't it though, Snake? Look at him.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
There's about 7 in the area. If I recall correctly, it's 7 or 8.
Your objective,
I'm not
Sokolov,
sure.
is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
The baby's his.
Sorry for being so late.
Oh.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Same message, I guess. In some weird, twisted way. I don't know what the boss says about this stuff, so I'm gonna call her and find out. Oh, we can't. Oops. I guess we'll never know. Yeah, you can call the boss about certain weapons and equipment. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know what I'm doing. Typically, what you're going to want to try and do in this game is try and keep your camouflage at 75 or above. Strictly speaking, that's usually a good margin. Yeah, see, he saw me from pretty damn far. But it doesn't matter because I put him to sleep. Let me see, face. Oh, if you pick the I like MGS3 option, you also get a bunch of camouflages here. Bunch of face camouflages, I believe. Which are like face paints of the flags of a bunch of different countries. I didn't know you didn't get those if you didn't select that option. It's not aware. This part can be kind of tricky if you don't do it right. I'm gonna wait till that guy walks forward a little bit. I'm gonna get him right where I want him. Kurotin is right behind that wall, by the way. Yeah, I've gotten all of them thus far. There we go. Stand up, get that really quick, and then get back down. Look, there's more dudes. I think I have to worry about 5 of them in total. And I get a lot of camouflage from being right here. Let's see if I can get that guy. Got him. And now you can spot me. Nope. Okay. I don't want to press up against the wall because the camera angle's gonna. Yeah, see. That's where it gets a bit tricky. Just a bit. Once you get into that doorway, you're pretty much home free. Okay. There's gonna be a cutscene coming up, so I'm gonna go with the no paint. And should I use the black uniform? For load. Or tiger stripe, what do you think? I'm thinking black. I don't know why. It just seems so ill-fitting. Alright then. Sweet, and that's all sneaking for the Retros mission. The rest of it's pretty much just cutscenes. Get through the whole Virtuous mission without a single alert. I just have one more corruption to get. Gotta remember that.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent.
Which means you just
I've
burned
come
all
to
that stuff
escort
for
you back to
nothing.
the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Hope you didn't need it.
You're CIA.
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
Zero.
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Better late than never.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely.
Oh.
In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place.
Oh, hell no, we can't have that.
Behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Well, now. That's not cool.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then
The
the soldiers
test.
outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
Well, at least they're willing to do what's necessary, right?
Volgin
Make
will
sure I'm
come.
still recording.
I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Okay, equipment's still going fine.
By
Good.
the way, your Russian is superb.
Well, thank you.
Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so?
It is so.
America is truly a frightening country.
Oh, yes. Don't with us.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Let's.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Got it. So they lost contact with the boss. Which we got on new already because I tried to call her earlier and it just didn't work. Yeah. Hide while I take care of the opposition. What are you doing, man? It'd be funny if somebody just came out of nowhere and was like, dude, what are you doing?
Freeze!
Hey, how's it going? See, I was just gonna sneak this dude out of your country so that Volgin doesn't get him.
So this is the legendary boss.
It's big boss to you. Well, not yet.
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?